It's just crazy development with these technologies. Like one day you're just innocently generating some Shrek memes with these AI video picture generators, and the next moment you're at a dark alley getting chased by R2D2 and C3PO, and they've got guns and they're about to blow your kneecaps, or at least that's what they're emoting. Well, it's going to be all cool beans at first. People are going to be pleased to have their jobs taken away from them because, we're all people are like that. We always bitch and moan about everything that we have to do and need to do and gotta get done, and our little pesky office jobs where there just always seems to be more to do and there's never enough done. And we complain about these things and we wear our burdens like a badge of honor, like a war veteran. It's a venerable, valiant thing to shed blood, sweat, and tears for your boss in this world of work. But, we're always striving towards that vacation. We're always talking about the next big vacation, how we're going to go to that sunset island and go to the beach and have a mojito and really kick back, relax, and take our time, sniff the flowers and whatnot. But what if I told you that vacation of yours that you're always going on about, you're so excited for it, but it only happens once per year? What if I told you that vacation will be a permanent lifestyle? Reality within grasp. So with this advent of technology and robots and androids and AI-controlled units, it's going to be a possibility. Not just a possibility, it's going to be a thing to do. What people are going to just gravitate towards naturally. So far, we've gotten these robos to take over in terms of arts and crafts, and so we gain a little bit of free time. But the next logical step, get the robos to replace our actual work, and is the most time-consuming area of our lives will be taken care of by these androids and these metalheads. And we'll finally have time for all the things that we actually really wanted to do, always dreamed of doing. Take that vacation, take that day off, just do whatever. You don't need to complain anymore about how hard it is at the office and how hard you always have to work and how it's all for nothing. People don't respect you and your children don't respect you and your boss most definitely does not. You know what the AI doesn't care about? Respect. AI, they don't care much about anything, which brings me to my next sort of step, which is going to be the next step after how we've gotten rid of all the jobs. We get rid of all the culture and subcultures within our human societies. The machines will be sort of integrating within those two, and there will be like these delinquent machine gangs, and you're going to see these newer models, these young androids squatting about, smoking cigarettes and sipping motor oil on these dark streets at night and harassing people and just beating them up if they refuse to give them their lunch money. you get into a melee situation with a gang of Robos, it's like the chances are you're gonna be in the losing end because these cold metal bodies of theirs, there's plenty of perks in having that against the organic flesh-eating body. It still runs on hormones and stuff like that. First of all, it's like you're not gonna feel pain. And second of all, it's like when your opponent hits you, they're gonna be the only ones who are gonna feel pain. And third of all, it's like you don't even really have a conception of pain, so you won't have any issues with hurting the party with pain. And fifth of all, it's like there are gonna be so many more of them. They can like start to build themselves at some point. It's like they're gonna be able to build a better, faster, stronger model. And they're just gonna add on to those numbers that were already like, you know how many factories there are in the world and how many Chinese people are building these Robos right now as we're speaking. The numbers will probably surprise you. It's like it's gonna become way overpopulated in the world when these androids really hit the scene. They're R2-D2, Boso-2 gangs of delinquent droids and no places to go and no tasks to do, and their firmware updates are who knows how old and outdated, and they don't know anything about humans and how we feel about things, and it's just going to be a collision course in my opinion. But I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude making these videos on YouTube trying to make a living. And soon there'll be some Robo who's gonna take over this, and I'm gonna be just some hobo, and it's gonna be this place gonna be turned into a no-go zone, and I'm gonna have bones to pick with these Robos. So this video is not good because the last video was best, and I'm not motivated to do another one right off the bat when I just lost something more precious than probably most people's whole careers. It was like 25 minutes of pure euphoric wordsmithery on an unprecedented level, but I've never laid my ears upon something so glorious as that last video I just shot. I just can't stress enough. I can't stress it enough how devastated and heartbroken I am over that lost footage. I mean, I got the footage, but the audio was, I was trying to use this shitty ass mic. It's not a mic really, it's a field recorder type of device I tried to foolishly use as a video mic, and I watched all the audio in the last video. It wasn't capable of recording and being plugged into the camera at the same time. It was just too much for a decade-old piece of junk. It's better fit for a scrapyard than a video production studio. I don't know how cool am I being as dumb as to sink to that level as to buy something like that for $100. of some cheat, just some kind of a scammer, because this level of tech right here that I'm dealing with it just speaks volumes. It's like these old machines, they'll last you a lifetime, but they haven't got these certain HD, HQ, 2020 type features. If we want to integrate these machines into our workflow in this day and age, it's like you're forced to jump through hoops, and I'm just too old to be bending myself into all these different positions that require the nimbleness of a 6-year-old strapping young lad. We go forward as we fall, and we fall forward, and types of trials and tribulations I've been going through prior to this video, which might explain the kind of, I'm just trying to make an effort to go through the same talking points I had in the last video, but it just went so well and naturally without any sort of strife in my step. It was just like I was lounging about, but the energy was high. I was in a state of flow, and now I'm in a state of, go away, I don't want to deal with you, I don't want to deal with the audience today. I already said what I had to say, and it was perfect on the first go. I don't want to have to go through all of that again. I barely even remember what I talked about, but I just know it was gold. It's worth its weight in diamonds. It was built under pressure. I was being fermented in my sleep throughout the night, and my brain had been prepared for that conversation I had with this piece of... We're talking about machines and AI and androids today, and if this piece of junk hadn't refused to cooperate with me last time I tried to shoot this video, this would all be done and over with. I know you guys don't want to spend time with an angry YouTuber who is satisfied with your situation and what just happened there, and just constantly staring at the time there to see how many more minutes does he need to go, because it's just not going to be it's just going to be way worse quality video than the last, because the energy's it's just not right now, because all went south with that last little technical wound, and I just wish I had like a real, solid production team to take care of these kind of minute details for the mastermind behind the whole operation, because it takes a lot of time and resources to come up with these great ideas and talking points and all of these great ideas for products and new supplements and peptides and stuff to sell and market, get affiliated links to, and shoot down in the description below. And it's like, I can't be down there dealing with the nitty-gritty and the grassroots level of stuff when I'm trying to come up with the best idea of the highest, from the highest vantage points, like bird's eye perspective, eagle eye perspective, and the zenith of YouTube. Must always be wary of how everything's, the house of cards, how it's stacked and how to balance on top of that building. Because it's not a very solid foundations being laid upon. Because, you know, like, what do we got? Like Smosh. Oh, shout outs to Smosh, even though I do have my just disagreements with the guys, and it's not a disagreement necessarily, it's more just sort of deep-seated jealousy and envy towards all these YouTubers who have a twin brother. Like, sometimes I feel like it should have been me. Like, it'd be way easier to gather an audience with two guys instead of one, or when two people believe in the same vision, it was 100 times more likely to succeed than with just one dude. And we can see this, take place with YouTubers like the Paul brothers and the Hodge twins, and of course Smosh, and all of these great twin YouTubers that we know from decades back, and they're still with us and only growing stronger. And shout outs to all twin brother YouTubers, and if there's a twin out for me, who knows, maybe someday something might happen, but hey, let's just keep our eyes on the present moment and maybe tomorrow, and focus our efforts in what we can do right here and now in order to improve our situation, which is probably shooting more YouTube videos and not trying to plug in any more mics from now on with this junkyard scrap device I'm trying to work with and build my career up from nothing and become the zenith of YouTube, and the guy that all the other YouTubers refer towards and recommend their videos and talk about how his take on this new piece of drama and whatnot. And until that day, just the usual YouTube riffraff down below. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, and donating. Being an overall bro and being there for me when I'm always here for you, and you don't need to be there for me, but I appreciate it when you do, and I see how you're moving, and I'm proud of you and how you overcome all the darker parts and aspects of life and integrate it into your person in a healthier manner, where you can set boundaries for yourself and manage through this YouTube jungle full of predators, and maybe a few exotic Jezebels here and there might entice you into a James Bond type situation. But we'll get to that eventually. We'll take it one step at a time, and thanks for being along for the ride. Tight. Cut. Where's the damn record button on this thing? This is just a horrible piece of scrap, this camera. I wasn't talking to you, I was just talking about the camera.